Hey guys, this is Zayla. I'm actually going to be doing a slightly different video than usual, so just bear with me if you can. Okay, so this is just for about anyone in these communities. It can be the furry fandom, anime fandom, or video gaming, whatever you want to call it. So I am just going to do something this is kind of for the new people who are coming into these fandoms. So, and this is what we probably should do and shouldn't do. So, for example, let's just say that this person, or even you, it doesn't matter, is told that your cosplay or your fursuit that you made looks terrible. Well, guess what? You made it. You have put the time in creating something that obviously wasn't easy, and also even if it's your first try or even just one of your first few tries, I actually will say I'm glad, and I think it's wonderful that you took the time out of whatever schedule you have to make something like that, because it takes a lot of determination and it also takes a lot of your time, obviously, to make something to where you enjoyed it and worked really hard. And now on to the next part. So someone goes and tells a person, or another example, you, that your artwork is terrible and should be put out of its misery. Well, unfortunately there are rude people who will say stuff like that instead of critiquing. And they say that's critiquing, but it's not. It's being incredibly rude. And that's what usually drives people from the artist community. So if someone tells you something like that, it's okay. Know that you were trying. I am actually going to say, because you are trying, you can improve, and you will improve with every bit of drawing you do, or whatever portion of artwork you do. You will get better. So keep practicing. You will get there. For example, I didn't start drawing until I was 3 years old, and I have been drawing ever since I was 3, and I started out with stick figures, believe it or not, and very, very misshapen animals, and until I went into characters, and then as I improved, I began to get more of a better anatomy and structure. So, just so you know, it takes time. It will take a little bit of time, and it will take patience. And now, here's the last part. Someone doesn't like your cosplay or your fursuit. Well, guess what? It wasn't made for them. You had it made for you, or you made it yourself. That's their problem that they don't like it. So don't worry about what they think. You love it, and you should love it. So, and even I can say from a little bit of experience, I'm very much a novice when it comes to the fursuiting and making fursuits. Drawing, I can say I'm a little bit more experienced in, but that's because I practiced that more. The fursuiting, I didn't get into until I was 13. So, or, well, more like 15 actually. But technically, though, what I'm saying is, for my first 4 fursuits, my 4th one right now is the best one I've ever done. My first one was incredibly terrible looking back, but when I redid that first one of Kurama from Naruto, he ended up winning first prize in a cosplay contest because I gave him a movable jaw that was very, very sensitive, so it would move every time I talked, which was pretty dang cool to some people because they've never seen that before in the area that I went to this con. So, just so you know, you don't need to be ashamed, and don't give up. Just don't give up, because you will always get better. Always. I honestly can say, without probably getting slapped, is that I know no artist, no cosplayer or fursuiter or fursuit maker or cosplay maker, whatever you want to call it, ever be good on their first attempt in any of those categories, ever. We all have to start somewhere, and as long as you're willing to try and keep practicing whatever you did or whatever you're doing, then you will get better. So So I'm just going to say to people who watch this, remember, whatever community you are a part of, whether it's the furry community, cosplay community, anime, video gaming, or even My Little Pony, I don't care, whatever it is. Remember, we are trying to bring people into our community, respect them, and try to uplift those whom are new in there. So, if someone's fursuit or cosplay doesn't look very good, don't go and be like, oh, their fursuit or cosplay is so terrible. Who on earth made that? Don't say that. Go up to them and ask if they made it. If they say yes, and say, you did a great job, and even if it's their first or one of their first few, they always will get better with every fursuit or cosplay they make. So, and even for art, even if something doesn't look completely correct, so for example, if someone is trying to draw maybe a fox and it looks more like a cat, give them little suggestions upon how they can improve the drawing. It doesn't mean be rude, as in being like, that doesn't look like a fox at all, that looks like a cat. What the crud is up with you? Don't be rude. Instead, be suggestive. Maybe show them a link upon what a fox looks like towards a cat, or just show them a link to give them an idea of what they need to do to change it. So for example, for this drawing, if the fox looks like a cat, suggest to them to maybe lengthen the snout a little bit more, but make it so it's kind of small, more thin looking, more foxish, or even show them a picture of a fox so they can get an idea of a reference upon how to do it. So, and then if someone doesn't like your cosplay, like I said before, it wasn't made for them, it was made for you, and you're wearing it because you like it, or you're wearing it because someone took the time to make it for you. So be happy that you're able to cosplay or fursuit or whatever you can do. And I think I want you all to know that it's okay to be beginning. You will always improve. And yes, it will take a little bit of time and a lot of patience, but you guys can do it. You all can do it. So to anyone in the community, I want to let you know we are meant to bring people into our community and welcome them as new family members. We are not to criticize. And if you don't agree with me, guess what? You don't have to. But that still doesn't give you the right to be rude to anybody. Anyway, so this is Zayla13 with my incredibly long message. So if you like this, great. If you don't, oh well. So this is Zayla13 signing off. See ya!